Good afternoon, Facebook. It's Sharon May here, coming to you live from the UK on this lovely Sunday. It's live. Hey, what can I say? Okay, so if you were looking forward to yesterday's live, huge apologies. Not my fault, I'm afraid. Blame Facebook. I tried to listen to Ray Higdon's training. It wouldn't play for me. I couldn't listen to it however I tried. So I didn't actually know what the assignment was. I assumed it was going live, but didn't have a topic. So not an excuse. I'm still here. So it's actually day 5 today, but day 4 because it didn't happen yesterday. I did actually try to go live and it wouldn't do it for some reason. It did about 60 seconds and then cut off. So that's all by the by. So as you can see from the actual title, I'm going to ask you a question. How would you like to find out 4 easy tips on how to meditate to bring calmness into your life? Surely everyone wants that, right? If you do, stay tuned because that's what I'm about to share with you today. Let me just have a quick sip. Who's hopping on? Hey, Kim. Thanks ever so much for joining. Quick sip. It's a bit warm out here today. And the sun's gone in just as I said that. But anyway, let's crack on. As I say, thanks so much for joining if you are following my journey. I really do appreciate it. So here we go with tip number 1. So it's actually easier than you think. I know a lot of people think, oh, to meditate, I need to sit cross-legged on the floor and I need to be a yogi and all of this nonsense. You don't. It's all about calming the mind. So my first tip is to literally find a comfortable position. Now that for you might just be sitting on a chair, with your hands in your lap. What I will say is please do just make sure that you have your feet firmly on the ground. So preferably with no shoes, just it's a bit more grounding. So don't feel like you need to find a cross-legged position on the floor. I mean, yeah, great. If you can do that and you're flexible enough and that's comfortable for you, then yeah, sure, go ahead and do that. It might be that you just need if you have a yoga block, you could pop that under your bottom because that just makes the spine in more alignment and it's a bit more comfortable. But anyway, if you just prefer a seat, what I would say is just have your hands clasped just gently in your lap, relax the shoulders. I've actually got a guided meditation, but I'll go into that later. So yeah, just find a comfortable position and that is my tip number 1. If you want to lie down, you can do that. The only problem being that it's possible you might actually fall asleep. So I would say make that probably not your first choice. Hi Violetta, thanks so much for joining. Hi Jenny, how are you? I haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're well. Okay, so I've just done my tip number 1. If you're watching on the replay, by the way, if you could just put #replay if you are watching later on today, that would be really helpful. Thank you so much. Okay, hi Sunil, thanks so much for hopping on. I really appreciate you following me. Okay, so that was tip number 1. Tip number 2, and it's so easy, I know, but it's not always easy for everyone because they find it hard, but close your eyes and relax. That's easy, right? Everyone can do that, yeah? So you found your comfortable position. All you need to do is close your eyes and relax. Just relax your body. You know, we're so used to sort of, if we're on a computer all day, for example, or maybe we drive to work or drive for a living, do you find yourself doing this? And you feel like your shoulders are up by your ears? So to just relax, you just got to be aware of your inner body and just sort of start at your head and work down. Again, I have a guided meditation for you later on if you stay till the end. So we'll go into that later. So yeah, my number 2 tip is to literally close your eyes and relax your body. What could be simpler? Okay. Tip number 3, make no effort to control your breathing at this stage. What do I mean by that? Basically, breathe normally and naturally. A lot of people again think, oh, I've got to do this special breathing technique. You can, and yes you will, maybe further down the line, but if you're just starting out or you're a beginner, you don't need to worry about that, okay? Just be aware of your breathing and breathe naturally. So what I'm saying is if you're used to breathing in through your nose and then out through your nose again, do that. If you're used to breathing in through your nose and then out through your mouth, do that. My other half, funnily enough, is used to breathing, I think, more through his mouth and out through his mouth, which is probably not ideal, but just generally in everyday living, that's what he does. But that's him, and that to him is natural breathing. Whereas for me, I tend to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. So just don't try and affect your breathing at all at this stage. Just breathe normally. So far we've got tip number 1 is to find a comfortable position. Tip number 2 is to close your eyes and relax. And tip number 3 is literally breathe how you would normally breathe. Don't try and affect your breathing or make it longer or anything like that, because you're just going to, at this stage, if you're a beginner and you just want to find some calmness in your life, then this is what I'm asking you to do at this stage. Okay? And then number 4, this is where you focus on your breath. And all I want you to do, again, is breathe in naturally, but just focus. So notice how your body actually moves. You'll find that some people breathe maybe more through their chest. So the chest will sort of rise and fall. Some people will notice it more in their diaphragm. So they'll breathe from their diaphragm. And some people from their stomach. If you're not sure where you're actually feeling yours, just gently have your hands and just place them without doing this with your shoulders onto your tummy. Okay, so onto your tummy. So that's basically my 4 tips for today. So I really hope that you can actually take some time out of your day just to try this technique. And if you really did get some value from my live today, please reach out to me via private message, because I've actually done an audio. I think it's probably about no more than 10 minutes of basically what we've just gone through. So I would just talk you through it from start to finish. And I've actually borrowed it from my friends at Headspace, which is a great company that helps you with meditation. But I've actually recorded it for you. So if you would like that, reach out to me via private message. I will send that over to you free of charge. And thanks again for watching and listening. And I might even go live again today to catch up. Or if not, I'll catch you again tomorrow. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day. See you soon, guys. Thanks for joining.